Morphling using waveform and then replicating out just to get some more farm. And really, you see how far pushed back into their bases. They're not able to stand in front of their towers. They're not able to push back any of these Sentinel heroes. You know, Fisher being used as defensive harassment rather than as initiating tool. Top tower on low HP here, simply through the harassment of Veno and Sniper. Veno's wards just completely eradicating all of the defensive abilities that Sentinel has. We're seeing mid tower going down, so a dual lane push being pulled off here by GGnet. Also, like I said, very offensive work. And Kuroki's just standing there on the side waiting for the chance to rocket in. Doombringer's fire earth thing along with, and we see the racks being picked up here. Sniper could almost back at the stage and go mid and pick up the tower. Kuroki hooking in, Kuroki being baller to the max. Is he going to get any support here? No, he's not, and he's going, but he's got enough HP, but he's going to go down at the stage. There's no way he's going to get picked off there. Sniper, however, is coming in. Sniper picks off the Lich on low HP and allows Kuroki to escape. Kuroki being very tank at the moment. And there we go. Top racks down. They're going to run mid now, and this should be GG being called soon. Very good play by GGnet. Far too aggressive, and I'll tell you what the creep check was at the end of the game, and I'll do a lot of game analysis, because really this game has been so hectic. Clockwork is far too tank. We're going to see GG being called soon here. Has to be called soon. Doomringer just laying down so much DPS onto that Dazzle, taking away half his life with one hit. Sniper's still got his Aegis, and he hasn't even bothered, to pick up his MKB. He's just gone straight for the Eagle Horn. So much gold. Morphling having to wave out. Pajka picking up a kill. Kuroki picking up a kill. Ulting on the Earthshaker here. Nothing you can do to stop it at the moment. You're outfarmed, you're outplayed, you're just completely dominated. Kuroki's like, whatever, I've got my Hood, I've got my Vanguard, I'll take you all. Even the CM's like, this team, please, you're so underfed. Me with my trades and my one can probably, out-tank all of you. Doomringer farm mid, and this is the effectiveness of Doomringer. What do you do to stop that? Doom on your solo, Doom on your carry. Patchcut obviously going to pick him off instantly. That level 3 Doom is just too powerful. I mean, what do you do against it? You don't ban Doombringer, but then you solo a Dazzle against him who isn't effective enough. You don't gank Doombringer early mid. GG being called. That is the end of the game, and I'm going to pause the game here because the rest of it's really meaningless, and really because the GG being called. I think GGnet will probably just whack that tower a few more times and the game will be called. So there it is. We see GG destroying Eyes International very effectively. We see Crystal Maiden almost out leveling a solo mid Dazzle. Dazzle not even being able to finish his mech. We see the team score being 27-10 in the favor of GGnet. And I must say, I'm sitting here in my chair and I'm smiling away because Kuroki, baller play. Yeah, killing him 3 times, but getting him 8 kills. And a lot of those kills, what we must realize is a lot of those kills were after all of the second tier towers had been picked up by Scourge. Just pushing and putting so much pressure on the base towers of Sentinel that they had no other option but to come in and initiate. And then what we see is this huge long range initiation, Disable coming in, Puppy doing a great 18 assists on Puppy. That is insane, with only for 2 deaths, getting no kills. What more do you ask from assist hero? As well as being able to push a lot of towers. He's only got 1 tower to his name, but you know what? He was probably responsible for every single one of those towers going down in the first place. Those wards were so effective. He was really a mastermind behind most of the pushes, and I mean, what can you say more for a captain? A master behind this team. Sniper just got way too farmed. Only got 131 creep kills in 25 minutes. Yes, that's what you expect from a sniper. Like I said, farming really wasn't too important in this game, because once Sniper picked up that shrapnel, once he got his ulti, and once he got his Manta style, and with his Aegis, there's really nothing you can do to stop him pushing with Puppey, stop him to push, you know, once Puppey and EyesInt lay down wards and lay down his shrapnel, really nothing you can do to stop against him, to stop them from pushing. Eyes International, they were just too low HP, too low levels. You can't stand in that shrapnel of sniper on those low levels, on that sort of HP, because you'll just go down to no HP in any time. Puppey will just run in, ulti you, shadow strike you, and at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do to stop the pushing being performed by the Scourge team. Kuroki did very well in that lane against Morphling. He's only got 53 farm. The Morphling, like we'd expect, would have a lot more from that lane bot. But Kuroki's play, his ability, like what we want to see from a Clockwork, very baller play, very diving under towers, getting enough HP, getting enough tankiness in order to take on, sort of like you saw in the bush over there, by taking on 4 Sentinel heroes. Yes, he went down, but that's the sort of baller play that we do want to see from a Clockwork. Too many times I've seen teams putting Clockwork in a solo lane and letting him farm up his Vanguard, his Hood, and his Nim Scepter, and in the same time he hasn't been doing anything in terms of team awareness. He hasn't been running around the map mid-game ganging. This game ended in 25 minutes. That's mid-game. That's just after early game sort of ended. You know, early game ends at sort of 15 minutes, that sort of thing, once your mid-solos have got their first big items, like Vanguard and Lucy, which allows them to tank and just kill heroes. Once that mid-game's ended, Kuroki got his items up after early game, and in mid-game he was just a complete threat. Great like Kuroki. Maybe I'm a bit fanboyism here, but that's what you want to see from a Clockwork. Good rockets, good hooking on liches there. You know, very effective play there. Pudgecat, well, Doomringer solo mid, what else can I say about him? Miracle not so involved, but like you say, you only really pick a CM for his aura, but also very useful in terms of early game stage, on his harassment on one runner, and that's really what you want to see from a CM. He allowed that sniper to farm up, he allowed EyesInt to farm up, he allowed him to become so effective in such a pushing force with his long range and with his high DPS in that game. It allowed him to become effective, and yeah, that really almost won, in a sense, allowed Scourge to win this game. I think Eyes were outpicked. I think they had a good strategy going in here. I think they wanted, you know, AoE combos, but they simply weren't pulled off enough. We never saw the whole team together initiating together, being effective. The reason you never saw that, why did you see that? Because, you know, Scourge didn't allow it. They were never bunched together. There were 2 or 3 running around the map all the time, killing off heroes. We have Doomringer completely eradicating the potential for a 5-man fight. It becomes a 4-man fight immediately, like we saw around the Rosh era, and it becomes a 3-man fight when you have Kuroki hooking in and picking off one of your heroes. So it was really only ever able to become a 3 versus 5 fight because of the heroes, because of the picks and choices by Puppey over the choices of Sentinel. Morphling's great, is a good pick. Yes, you gave him some farm, but he wasn't even able to farm up his Lincoln Sphere in 25 minutes. That's not good. Why? Because he died 6 times. Why did he die 6 times? Because of the great aggressive play. He was forced not to farm. He was forced to go and defend, and a Morphling on level 14 defending simply doesn't work against a level 17 Doombringer who just dooms you and you die. He doesn't even need to bother to attack you. You can doom you and be like, whatever, and go chill with the rest of his team. Lich was not played well. I don't agree with what he was doing. He should have stayed in that lane, allowed, you know, Windrunner to go down, let that Morphling farm up, put pressure on that. And it was clever play in the beginning, but once you realize that your towers are going to go down, you really needed to do something. You needed to go top, you needed to gang top, and then you needed to allow your Morphling to get some farm. What they did, however, is they went top, and what did they do? They weren't very effective. By that stage, what we saw was that Eyes International going top with the Earthshaker and with the Lich. What did they do? Even when they went top, they lost 2 towers after that, and Manito just died. You know, Earthshaker died. Lich just fed the sniper with 2 or 3 kills. 3 kills to sniper just by moving top. Actually ended up feeding the sniper instead of assisting the Windrunner to do anything else. Really, what I'm going to say here is it was just much better play by GGnet, by great picks by Puppey, great play of the Venom by Puppey. And and what can you say? I mean, it was almost like a Doombringer solo mid versus a Dazzle solo mid. Hey, what you gonna do? Once Doombringer hits level 6, that Dazzle on 700 HP is going down every time. He's going to get doomed, he's going to get nuked, and he's going to die. Why do you solo Dazzles against Doombringer mid? Why? Because you think he's going to be effective in stopping him early game, allowing him to take some of those nukes. But once he gets doomed, once Doombringer hits level 6, he becomes ineffective. We didn't have enough ganging being pulled off by EyesInt International onto that Doombringer, and we see them allowing Kuroki and allowing Puppy and allowing EyesInt to become very effective. This is why you see Doombringer being banned. This is why you see Clockwork also being picked so much, because he's an effective force early game. And this is why we see Sniper being put in a tri-lane, because if you don't have an effective tri-lane against it, if you don't have a good ES, if you don't have a good lich against that Sniper, he's simply going to pick them off. He's going to pick up all the farm that you need. Sniper's just going to, assassinate them after a few hits with the assists of Puppy, with the assists of with the assists of CM. He's going to pick up all those kills. Your Windrunner, the solo in that lane, is not going to get farmed nearly enough farm to compete with a Sniper. Sniper versus Windrunner late game is really just no choice about it. Because the tri lane failed of Sentinel, because they were forced to switch lanes, and because the tri lane of Scourge was so effective, and because their solo mid was so much more effective, and because of Kuroki's boulder play, this is exactly why the Scourge won. We see that the AoE combinations picked by Sentinel weren't able to be pulled off, and we see in fact that the one-man gang machine, like I told you early game, not much AoE being shown here by the Scourge. However, it was effective in the fact that they were able to pick off heroes one by one. Not good play by EyesInt International. Should have been ganging together more, should have been working together as a team, and should have been picking off the Scourge heroes. However, it went completely the other way around. Scourge picking off heroes one by one. Some baller, very aggressive play, costing them some deaths, probably about 10 deaths to be honest, but that's not a lot of deaths to sacrifice for picking up so many towers and so many Raxes in 25 minutes. Great play by GGnet. I look forward to doing some more of their replays. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first commentary. This is Cold Blooded, signing off.